Morning.
Oh, sorry. Need a bell.
Good morning. So this morning was supposed to be a bit of a retro group ride. There was a fair few of us, 6, which feels like a big group at the moment, going out for a retro ride around Swinley Forest. Unfortunately, due to COVID, you've just got me. Not really as interesting, but hopefully the ride should be a bit of fun. Just taking a bit of a detour from my normal route. I've kind of searched Komoot and it's found a number of nice little back lanes. So this beats very much the main road from my house to the woods. So yeah, good ride so far. Now on a road called the Devil's Highway. It'll be interesting to find out where that name comes from. If I think of it, it's up here. If not, it's not there. Thank you. First bit of single track. Good, proper, natural shite. That was definitely worth the diversion. Definitely. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers! trails are running really sweet today. I'm having loads of fun. It's actually really good just to get out on a completely underbiked ride. Do you know what? I love rigid bikes. You just got to pick your line. So it's about time to do the bike check. Today's ride is brought to you by Steel, rigid, single speed, fun. Bit of a garage bitzer. Got the old 91, 92 Specialized Stumpjumper frame and forks. 1-inch headset, but I've put a converter in to be able to run a 1 1/8 stem, just because it's what I had lying around, which has allowed me to put some rather ridiculous Renthal fat bars on. So these are actually motocross Renthal fat bars. That's why they got the kind of weird wider sweep, but I think they look kind of cool in a slightly kind of clunkerish way. Then it's just bits from the garage. So the front wheel was just a WTB that I had kicking around. The rear is a 91 LX with a Wolber rim off a Saracen Trekker I've got kicking around in the garage. V-brakes are just crappy ones from Halfords. Luckily the frame has slightly vertical dropouts, or horizontal dropouts, sorry. Allows me to just put a bolt through axle to get the tension right. And yeah, just it's good fun, rides really well. No problem around Swinley Forest on this. And yeah, and then just a seat from On One, which actually is really comfortable, and it costs like £5, which is actually bloody comfortable, so I might get another one from other bikes. Slightly weird looking, but I like it. Weighs in at about 25 pounds in weight all up, and is rather good fun. So there we are, that's what I'm riding today. I think it's really weird. Single speeds make probably next to no sense. Rigid single speeds probably even less so, because they're kind of crap on the road. They're not especially comfortable, and to be honest, hills are a bit of a chore, but there's something about them. They've got that kind of simplicity and joy you get from not having to fuck about with suspension settings and always in the wrong gear. You're always in the wrong gear, just pedal a bit harder. Easy. Oh, clank! Oosh! We're way home now. I've just been thinking really, and it's about time for a little rant. So, going around the woods today, great trails, loads of families out, brilliant, absolutely brilliant, love to see it. But, why have you bought your 10-year-old a £4 plus, full suspension, all singing, all dancing bike? They are so overbiked. They're really struggling because the bike is just doing everything. Give the kids rigid bikes, crappy brakes, and teach them how to ride properly. You know, just, I know from experience, if I take my enduro bike out, you can just smash everything. And yeah, it's great, but actually from a technique perspective, you want your kids on something rigid, simple, that gets them learning how to unweight the bike, pull wheelies, do jumps, pick their way through routes. Anyway, that's me, retro grouching, a little bit kind of technology grouching, probably a bit of jealousy from when I was 10 and had a crappy bike made of iron. Anyway, it's good to see people riding.